So, Betaflight 4.4 has dropped a return to home function for all FPV drones with a GPS module on it. And it's pretty mind-blowing. It's amazing. It's so good. It's made my drone so much better. So thanks to Betaflight. And of course, the BZG NSS GPS has blown my mind as well, with up to 32 connected satellites. So that's also pretty awesome. The question is, though, how awesome is that? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take off my drone from this little top here, and I'm going to fly out and hit return to home. And when it lands, I'm going to take this tape measure, and I'm going to measure how far off from the original takeoff position it lands. And then I'm going to do that for as many times as I can do with 4 batteries. And we're going to measure the average so that we can give you the information of how accurate is the return to home and what kind of space you would need if you're going to be planning on using the return to home. I would like to say before we start that this is not exactly scientific because it's anecdotal with the weather, with my GPS system, with my drone. There's a lot of factors here, but hopefully this gives you a baseline, or at least let's say the right direction as more testing needs to be done. Anyways, guys, let's get into it right now. So we're going to take her off. Send her out there and return to Homer.
GPS fix.
Going up, going around, looking good. All right. She looks good. This is the first time I've actually used return to home on this particular drone, so maybe not the best place to test it out, but I had a lot of faith in it. Oh, it seems to bounce there. And there we go, it's shut off, so that's pretty good. All right, now let's go ahead and measure the distance. Let's get this tape measure locked on it there. All right, let's see. A distance of, let's just say 480, 490. Not too bad at all. All right, guys, we're gonna run a little bit of a montage here because you don't want to see each time. We're gonna do it as many times as we possibly can. And of course, we need to write this all down. So I've been noticing it's been heavily leaning towards the north, and that's the direction I've been flying towards immediately after takeoff. So for this last battery, what I want to do is aim east, take off in that direction, and see if the distance is going to lean more towards east. And then you might have a bit of an understanding that whichever direction you're going to first is going to be where the margin of error mostly is. Okay, so just from those 2 tests, I can firmly say I took off facing east, it landed east. I took off facing west, it landed west. I take off facing north, it lands north. But let's see if we can, for the last 3 flights here, do some different stuff. One, I'm gonna face east, get up, turn around, go west, and see what happens.
GPS fix.
So interesting results. It didn't really seem like it leaned east or west really. It actually also landed a lot closer than the other attempts. So here's a thought. What if I take off, hover, and then go somewhere? Will it be more accurate? Am I taking off and flying in a direction too quickly and the GPS hasn't locked its original location yet? So let's try that. Okay. The random direction we came. Let's see if that did anything. Okay. Judging from the tests, my thought is that whatever direction it's coming back to that's where the largest margin of error is gonna be. But I got one last test to try. I'm gonna take off facing east, fly a little bit this way, turn around, fly back hard west, then activate GPS rescue. And if it lands more west than east, I'm gonna say my original statement is probably correct. There we go. Did you see that?
I think so.
GPS fix.
Okay, given that test, I can say my original statement was correct, that whatever direction your quad is coming back from is going to be where that margin of error is. Looking at the data, I can see that about 5 meters-ish would be a safe bet. There was one that was like 7-something meters, but that was the only one. Let's say it's an outlier, but maybe let's say 10 meters, a circle around you that you would want free and clear for your drone to come back and land on its own. Shout out to the Betaflight team. They've done an absolutely phenomenal job in getting Betaflight to the position where we can have return to home. Stay tuned because position hold is also coming soon. Guys, this is Dr. Quads. Make sure to like, subscribe, and please join the Patreon if you want to further fund this kind of stuff for me. So, I'll see you next time, and hey, you know, stay in the air or something. Hey, end catchphrase, something about learning something.